How do I start this thing?
Have you plugged the bloody USB in?
Yeah, it's in.
Nah, man, that's the wrong port. Oh, wait, it's flashing now.
Is it it's recording.
Well, let's start this thing, fool!
Hello, everyone. I'm Amelia.
Hi, I'm Sam. Welcome to Ask the Duo podcast, a podcast where we get deep into those late-night, unfiltered conversations.
We'll be discussing all things lifestyle, relationship, mindset, and more.
Alright, let's get to it! Hello, everyone.
여보세요. It's almost that time of the year, my favorite time of the year. And it's Christmas, holiday season, New Year's, and all that good stuff. Why are you laughing?
Not my favorite season.
Why not, though?
I don't normally celebrate seasons.
Yeah, I don't celebrate, but I feel like it's a good thing to celebrate.
Yeah, true.
Like, none of my family ever used to celebrate it. But I really like the season. I think just the whole aura of that month or that holiday that you get over the year where you're just working so hard. Now you get like a week, 2 weeks break. And it's just, everyone's like happy, gift giving, just seeing friends, quality time. It just feels really nice.
Yeah, I just wish that where we live, we had a white Christmas, a snowy Christmas.
Didn't we do that in New York? Did we?
No, we didn't.
Pretty sure we did.
No, we didn't.
We like just missed out, but you can still see
after. We went after
Christmas decorations.
We went in September, wasn't it?
No, it was not. It was January.
Was it January?
Something like January.
Okay, well they still had some stuff.
Doesn't matter. It was snowing, and your first time seeing snow. Such a massive detour, but you kind of guess what we're talking about, and it's how to have a guilt-free holiday season and truly enjoy yourself, enjoy your time.
Yeah. And
I'm saying this more for someone like me. If it was 2 to 3 years ago, I would actually be more anxious. Like, I'm happy that it's Christmas, but I'm also anxious that it's coming up because you know that there's a lot of gatherings, and gatherings are usually revolves around food, eating, and also I didn't earn a lot of money back then, but I do want to give gifts to people, and I'd feel bad that either my gifts aren't that great or I don't have that much money to buy everyone something, so it's just that guilt around that whole situation. Yeah.
For me, I never really had an issue with the mindset of food. I love eating, so I just eat it, and I know, if I need to get rid of or offload the food of what I've ate, then I'll just work hard. But it never really bothered me when it came to those kind of seasons. I just kept trucking along.
That's good. Yeah, so if you haven't heard, I have talked about my diet culture season that I had for quite a few years, and we had 2 parts to that episode.
Yep.
Yeah, there was 2 parts, and it's just talking about my journey, how I got out of it. So we'll touch on a little bit of that, but it's more like just letting other people know if they were in the same position as me, feeling guilty or just anticipating how much food you'll eat, and just the anxiety over having to gather and feeling guilty afterwards, and how to navigate around that. Because everyone's on holidays, like everyone's got free time. Now is the time that like you're just technically cramming your whole year of not being able to see each other into like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
together.
But not just that. I mean, we also have Chinese New Year that's pretty close from Christmas too.
Yeah, so for the Asian community out there, Chinese Lunar New Year is generally in January or start of February, around that period. They go by the old school calendar, which we can touch on in another episode on how that works or what happens. But generally in the Lunar New Year, a lot of people would give out red packets, and red packets have money in there. So it's sometimes people might be a bit conscious of how much they're spending, because like Christmas and then the holiday period, you're going out all the time, you're spending. Then Lunar New Year's coming, then you got to put the red packets as well. So it's just a lot of money going out within that December, January, February period. So how to just work around that and budget yourself and just have a better mindset or outset around this whole season.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I think we'll touch on just the food aspects first.
Yep.
What are some top tips for you to not feel guilty? Like, I know you say you don't, but like, for if you were to talk to a friend who might be like, hey, Sam, I'm just worried to go to my friend's Christmas party because I don't want to overeat and I don't want to feel guilty. And then I have to work it all off again.
It's all about moderation and how you eat. Pre-planning and knowing that if you're going to a family event or a friend event, there's going to be food regardless. So I think the first and foremost thing is enjoy your time. Don't stress where you're conscious about, oh shit, am I eating too much or am I eating too little? I think enjoy your time.
Dude, I used to get to the point because I did calorie count back then. Because the calorie count is so much that I actually knew how much a food would roughly weigh and how much calories is in that. And I would actually sit there and calculate how much of this I can eat, how much of that I can have, or what food I should avoid because it's so high in calories. And that was the extent I went to. And eat in moderation, but the other thing is don't starve yourself for that because I did that. And because I starved myself, I was so hungry to the point that when I got to the event, I just felt really full and bloated because my stomach was already shrunk.
Yeah.
Like so small to the point. And then because I'm feeling bloated and full, now I'm feeling guilty because I'm like, why am I feeling so like bloated when I barely even ate anything? And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, now I'm going to get fat. I need to work this off. What kind of work I need to do to work off all this food? So it's just not a good way to enjoy such a happy season.
Yeah, exactly right. The starving is probably one of the biggest ones that I feel a lot of people do.
Yeah. Like not even in a bad way. Like people would just jokingly be like, oh, I gotta starve myself so that I can eat so much at blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And it's the same thing with like, if you do events at a buffet, people always say, oh, you gotta starve yourself before you go to the buffet so you can eat what the worth is, right?
Yeah.
Very, very similar in the fact that just don't, because that's going to do an opposite. It's going to shrink your stomach. You're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to eat as much.
Yeah, and I think the biggest mindset change, like another tip, is you know you're going to go there and you're going to eat anyway, and eating is a good way to hang around your friends, build some good quality time. So if you're going to eat anyway, eat the foods that you enjoy and you're actually craving and enjoy it. Don't feel guilty because now you're wasting your time feeling guilty and just worrying while you're eating that food. But why not eat that food, enjoy it, and it's only for a day, like a day or maybe 2 days or however many times you go to these different events. And it's not like you're doing it on a daily occasion for the rest of your life. So enjoy it and be in the moment and focus on the quality time with your friends and family as opposed to feeling guilty because you're not enjoying your moment then.
Yeah, that is a good point. And it's always going to allude to that one point. Enjoy your time.
Yeah.
Don't stress out about particular foods that you're eating, but enjoy eating that stuff too. Like you said, you're not consistently eating that day by day. It's just that one event.
Few occasions. Yeah. And then another one for me personally, I would plan some workouts around these events, like maybe the day before, day after. When you're lifting, you've had like a good nourishing meal now that you've gotten to this event. You've got the energy, you've fueled your body. The next day you can do a really good lift. So just plan your days around and still move your body and work out. But don't put the mindset on you're working off your food. You're working out because you truly want to move your body and you want to keep your body healthy and, just moving it. So don't think, oh, I've ate a whole entire leg of ham and all this cake. Now I need to work it off. You're working truly just to move your body and be healthy.
Yeah, very, very important part. Even if you don't do weightlifting, like you said, just move your body. Go for a walk. Take your dog for a walk.
Go for a hike, dude. That's like the best way to...
Go for a hike or buy yourself a Wii and play some Wii games.
Oh, yeah, we did that last year.
You're playing tennis and we all know how intense bloody Wii gets, all right? And
boxing, dude, that actually hurts your arm. We do Muay Thai and boxing, man, your arms are dead.
Yeah,
afterwards.
boxing is pretty cool. Understanding that is very old, but it's such a great game. And even you can do it with your friends too, because you're 4-player.
Yeah.
Dude, you can box the shit out of your friends, man, on Wii.
Yeah. Yeah, but just be careful not to flick your
just don't
controller
punch
too
your TV.
hard. No, don't flick your controller too hard because, side story, I actually ruined my wrist from playing Wii too much. We were playing Wii tennis and we were trying to reach 1,000 points. And we played every day, every night for I don't know how long over the holidays. Plus it was like COVID and lockdowns and not many people going out. I think that was where my forearm tear came from, and I had a tear essentially for 9-10 months. So
did you actually have a tear? Is that an actual tear?
It was an actual tear, like a micro tear.
Yeah.
And that induced tendonitis in my elbow and my thumb. And it's only recently healed back up, but yeah, side story, just be careful of how you hold your Wii control. Don't fling it around too crazy where you hurt your wrist.
That's how intense the game was, guys. So.
That's how into it we were. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, just find different and fun ways to move your body. It doesn't have to essentially be like go to a Pilates class, do yoga, or go and lift weights. Like, just something that's fun where you're essentially moving your body. And even if it's just 20 minutes, that's good enough. Like, you're moving your body for just being healthy.
Very, very important.
Another good way, I would say, is you can make healthy options of food. It doesn't have to be... Healthy food doesn't always taste disgusting. You just need to find healthy alternatives and, jump into the kitchen, make foods with your friends. That's another way to connect with them and make quality time is you guys can jump together, bake something or cook a really good meal and share it around. And that way you know that you've made the food and it's healthy as well and you can enjoy it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Getting your friends together and making something, constructing something, doing it together, experience, but at the same time,
meal time.
Yeah, at the same time, you're making something that is healthier. So that's definitely an option there.
Yeah, but then let's jump to gift giving. I think this is another one that not many people talk about. The diet one people do talk about, like every now and then, is quite often. But I think gift giving. It's really dependent on the person, each individual, how much you want to give, which is completely fine. And we know it changes between the person or the family and how they want to do things, but it's more focusing on the people who might feel bad that they don't have enough money to buy gifts for everyone, or they just, don't have enough money to buy gifts in general, and what's some tips around that to not feel guilty?
With gifts, like you said, it's a difficult one, right? And the biggest thing is don't define the gift quality by the price.
Yeah.
So don't think, it costs $20. It's a shit gift.
Yeah. I think as long as it's thoughtful and it has meaning to that person or has a use for that person, it's still a really good gift. Like, it doesn't need to be like an LV handbag or
That's
like
hectic.
an
Buy me an LV handbag.
I would like one too. Like, it could be good, like, if you want to splurge on this one moment, say, like me giving you something because I haven't bought you something in years or something like that. It's good to splurge. It really depends on the situation, but if it's like for family, friends, where they need something, but it's not that expensive and it's something that's useful, it's fine that it's not an expensive gift.
Yeah, exactly right. And like you said, the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Meaning, the meaningful gift that someone can actually use and have something out of it.
Yeah, and like just comes down to knowing that other person that you're giving the gift for. Say someone who is very sentimental, maybe you could make something for them instead of buying them something. And if you're really crafty, you're really good at making stuff, or you really just want to try and make something, for me personally, that's more meaningful. Like, for example, we don't buy each other gifts a lot, but the thing that I really enjoy is when you write cards to me and you usually draw on these cards, and that's more sentimental and more meaningful to me because it's very unique to me, right?
So I I make my cards. And unfortunately, sometimes those cards don't turn out that great, but
I think they're great. Like, if you're going to share it out in the world and look at it from an artistic point of view, obviously it's not like artistic, but I think it's great because it's coming from your heart. It's coming from you. You're drawing these purely because you really enjoy drawing this for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But still, if you guys saw them, yeah, it's not the best, but
I love them.
It's the thought that counts, guys. So.
Yeah, and then another one is just around like friends and family. To me, or even for both of us, we treasure quality time over anything else. So if you're gathering with your friends or gathering with your family, maybe make a suggestion, be like, hey, this year let's not give gifts, but focus on making really fun event where we can connect with each other or have really good quality time or go out and do something really fun.
Yeah. Very, very important. And I feel like this is probably like the biggest thing for me. I don't really care about gifts or I know it sounds bad, but giving, because I really treasure the time just to be able to sit there with you and eat good food and talk shit. That's what I value most.
And I think as we grow older, as we mature, I think we're content with what we have, so we don't necessarily always need new things, or we don't look forward to getting new things all the time.
I need a new video card, so please donate me a video card.
Only $3,000? No biggie. But yeah, like, we have what we need and we're content with what we have, and generally, us personally don't want to have more stuff in the house. We like to keep things clean. Everything that we buy is with intention. Like, we just don't buy things where it's like, oh, this is on sale, let's buy it. Or like, oh, this looks good, let's try it. We buy things that we need actually in our life.
Yeah, or to use. Yeah.
And I kind of feel the same. Like, if I was to buy a gift and I wasn't sure if that person needed it or if they liked it, and then in the end they don't really use it, then it's like I don't want it to sound like bad, but it's like, why did I even buy that if they didn't even need it? Or it's like, I should have got something that they needed instead.
Yeah, that is a really good point though, right? It's, you want to be sure that if you are gift giving or whatever it is, it's like they can have some use out of it, right?
And I would say I am the worst person to actually think of a gift to buy people, because I am like, if we were talking about the love language thing, gift giving is like a 0 for me. And I don't understand. Like, I love connecting with people, talking to people, but thinking of what someone would need or someone would like to have, I am the worst at that. So me thinking about what someone would use, I think my IQ for that is just very low. I can't pick up on what someone would want.
Yeah, similar to me. I wouldn't say I struggle, but I'm a little bit better than you are when it comes to gift giving. I kind of gauge what someone would want, or based on what the characteristics are like. So, for example, if they're in a hobby and they like a particular hobby, then that's something that they could use. It could benefit them. So I would probably focus on something like that. It's just a little bit harder when it's someone that you may have just met or you don't know as well. That's when it could be a little sticky.
Yeah. And then I think it's also important to set a realistic budget, like look at what you can potentially spend or even plan on saving when you want to start saving for this holiday season, and how much you want to spend so that you make sure you don't go overboard.
Very, very important too, because you need to make sure you set yourself a budget and you don't go over that, because you can't buy gifts if you have no money. So
take advantage of the Black Friday, Cyber Mondays, Cyber Weekend deals.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There are a lot of sales pre-Christmas and way before Christmas. There's like a sale in... So besides Black Friday, there's Monday. What's that, Monday?
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Weekend now, usually.
Yeah, and then there's another one before Black Friday and
no, that's it. This is the time when most people buy. But if you're really, really organized, the end of financial year
Yeah,
sales.
end of that's what I was going to allude to. End of financial year sales is where you get some pretty juicy deals, and like you said, if you are really good at planning, buy it then, because you can get heaps of shit way before Christmas and you've got a cupboard stacked with fucking gifts.
Or next level, if you're extremely organized and you really know what this person might want a year ahead of time.
Boxing Day.
New Year's, yeah, Boxing Day, New Year's. You can, because that's the time. I think it works for Christmas ornaments or Christmas decorations, because now Christmas is over, they're trying to get rid of their stock. That's when you can buy all your decorations, ornaments, or like little gifts, like what's it called, stocking stuffers,
Yeah,
things like that. That's a good time to buy, because in a year's time you can just use that stuff and you bought it for a good deal, because they're just trying to get rid of their stock.
Yeah, 100%. That's the extreme, right? But look, there are people out there that do that. They buy during Boxing and New Year sales, and it is a really good time because you can get some really good deals and bargains then.
Yeah. Now we're just teaching people how
Well,
to get good deals.
hey, look, that's just a way to help you budget and pre-plan.
It's
if you
just
are
the Asian nature, we gotta find the best deals.
Yeah, and look, like I said, dude, you can get some really, really good sales during those periods.
And then one last one for the gift giving thing, a little bit back on the food situation. You know, bake something or cook something instead and give them as gifts, like little like cookies, like cookie bags or lolly bags or something like that. It's just a really nice gift to have, and it's personal because you make that yourself.
You actually don't see many people do that.
I don't know. I used to do it a lot.
What, make them something?
I bake a lot. I like making cookies, cakes and stuff, and I used to give it out to like friends or even like my neighbors and stuff. And yeah, I don't see it as much anymore, but I don't know if it's just because of the circle that we have. But yeah, I used to do it a lot.
I used to see it when I was a kid, but I haven't seen that
Maybe
in
it's
so long.
time to bring it back. I think it's good. Like, it's something that people can enjoy. People can, share it together, and you made it from your heart. So
I haven't seen that since the 90s, man.
There are some 90s things that I do definitely miss, like just walking out on the streets and like talking to your neighbors or something as simple as that. I think not many people do anymore.
Yeah, used to go for a bike ride with me mates in the street, and I used to go skateboarding with me mates on the street.
Why you suddenly turn so Aussie?
Yeah, mate. I miss that times, mate.
Yeah, I did that with my neighbor, rode on the scooter, and essentially rolled down the hill and hurt my ankle. Actually, no, I was on a bike. She pushed me down the hill. She was like, "You want to try this hill?" And then she just like pretty much shoved me, and I rolled down the hill, and then
You ate shit.
Pretty much, and then I started crying. End of story.
Good side topic.
I know. But yeah, I think in general, in a nutshell, the whole season is really focused on the quality time with the people that you love, like your friends, your family, like all this other stuff. They're nice to have, but the essential is just the quality time.
Yeah, that's the mindset of the season, right? Enjoy your time. Enjoy the people that you surround yourself with. And try not to focus too much on the gift, the money, the food, because the whole point of it is it only really happens once a year, right? And yeah, it might be a week of events where you're eating and that sort of stuff, but realistically, you're not eating like that every single day, every single month. So it's okay to enjoy food and appreciate the food that you may not eat normally.
And treat yourself.
Yeah. So it's very, very important that you do that and enjoy your time.
Well, we'll finish it off with what would be your ideal holiday season? Like, what would you be doing if money was not part of the
What do you mean?
equation?
Oh, like,
what's your most ideal holiday season activity? Like, your 2 weeks off, what would you be doing?
I would love to have a snowy Christmas.
So would you travel then?
Yeah, I would probably travel, yeah.
Where would you go?
Go to the States or something.
Yeah, I think I would travel too. It's definitely good. I think because all almost all my life, when it comes to this season, I'm always traveling. Like, I'll be going overseas, seeing family, mostly in Hong Kong, but there are times where we go other places. I think that's probably why I really love this season, because I know it's that time where you can wind down, you can go and enjoy time with family, travel and do stuff. So I think I would travel as well. But one of the best things I've done so far, I don't know if this is a good idea to pick somewhere I've already been to, but I would love to go back to Germany for Christmas, because they generally do Christmas really well. Like, it was just so good. I was only there for the night, but I went to the Christmas markets. They have like these hot wines. I don't know what it's called. There's a name to it, but it was so good. It actually warms you up, and yeah, you see the white Christmas and the whole vibe. Everyone's just really happy.
Damn. Need to go there.
Yeah, I would love to take you there, because they've got the, what's it, the German sausage? Bratwurst?
Yeah.
Brushwurst. Definitely not German, but.
Krankskis, mate. Krankskis.
Yeah, it's not Krankskis.
Oh.
Bratwurst. Anyway, I think, yeah, travel, and I would really love to travel with you for the holiday season, because we, as a couple, haven't really traveled a lot. Like, I've done a lot of my traveling with family. So I think it'd be good to just experience that with you, to go to a different country and explore.
Yeah.
Where would you go if you did want to travel, or what is your ideal holiday for Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Or
Otherwise,
what is your most memorable holiday season?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, let us know in the comments, and we'll catch you next time.
And happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much if you have reached to the end. We really appreciate you for tuning in. And if you'd like what you hear, please share it with your friends or family and subscribe to our podcast on whatever platform you are listening to.
Make sure you share any topics you'd like us to cover or questions you might have to our Instagram.
Slide it into our DMs.
Bigger. You can also stay in the loop of all the behind the scenes and the release of our new episodes there too. Our Instagram is Ask the Duo Podcast. That's AskTheDuo Man, feels like I'm in a spelling bee competition right now. Alright, that's it for now, and we'll see you back here for our next episode. Bye.
See ya.